Have you ever lied about why you can't go out? Said you're tired, said you have plans, said you're not feeling well. But the truth is you don't have the $60 for that restaurant. And you're dying of shame to admit it. I know, because I've done it. Faked a headache, faked being sick, faked another commitment. Just so I didn't have to say, I can't because I'm broke. And the worst part isn't being broke. The worst part is the loneliness. The feeling that you're the only person in the world who can't get this shit to work. But let me tell you a secret. Everyone you think is doing fine is also faking it. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. That friend of yours on Instagram in Mexico, credit card, that couple with the new car. Finance for 80 for months, that influencer who seems to have it all. Drowning in debt, everyone's on the same treadmill. The difference is some people fake it better than others. And you know what makes you the most angry? It's that you work so damn hard. You wake up at 6, work 50 hours. Pick up extra shifts, take on that project you don't even want. And at the end of the month, there's nothing left, nothing to show, nothing saved. Nothing that proves all that effort was worth anything. And you start thinking, why can't I do this? Everyone else can. Why can't I? You start believing something's wrong with you. That you're stupid with money, that you have no discipline. But let me tell you something, it's not you. It never was you. The game changed, and nobody told you. Your rent goes up 8% every year. Your groceries went up 30% since 2020. Gas skyrockets. Insurance increases, but your salary went up 3%. You're not losing because you're incompetent. You're losing because you're playing a game that was designed for you to lose. And while you're running to stay on your feet, everyone tells you, just make a budget, just stop buying coffee. Like the problem is you spending $5 at Starbucks when your rent ate 40% of your paycheck. And there's worse, you know you shouldn't buy it. You swear you won't, you promise yourself this time will be different. And you buy it anyway, Amazon one click, Target red card. Uber Eats at 11 p.m. when you're too exhausted to cook. And then comes the guilt, the shame, that voice, again. Seriously, and you promise, tomorrow I'll stop. This was the last time, but it's not. Because you're not understanding what's really happening, you're not addicted to buying. You're addicted to not feeling pain. Spending became your painkiller. It's the only thing that makes you feel better for 5 minutes in a day that was complete shit. Your boss humiliated you, you buy. You felt lonely, you buy. You looked in the mirror and didn't like what you saw, you buy. It's not about the thing. It never was. It's about that dopamine hit. Those 5 minutes where you feel control over something. Even if it's just pressing a button and saying order confirmed, and companies know this. They hire psychologists, neuroscientists, addiction specialists to design that button, that color. That just $5 more for free shipping. Everything designed so you spend without feeling like you're spending. One click. Buy now, pay later. Cashback. Points. And you think the problem is lack of willpower. But here's the truth that changed everything for me. There are 2 games happening at the same time, and you're playing the wrong one. Game 1, looking rich. Nice car, designer clothes. House in the right neighborhood. Perfect life on Instagram. This game never ends. There's always a next level, always something better you need to have. It's a hamster wheel that never stops. But there's a second game, game 2, being free. Not looking free, being it. Waking up without that tightness in your chest. Being able to say no without fear of losing everything. Being able to leave a place that hurts you. Being able to breathe in peace, the brutal difference between the two. The status game empties you inside while filling you outside. You have the things, but you're empty, exhausted. The freedom game fills you inside, and nobody sees anything outside. You don't have the newest car, but you sleep in peace. You don't impress anyone on Instagram, but you have choice, and here's the secret. You don't have to choose between the two. You just have to play one last, freedom first. Everything else after, nice car, great, but after the shield. Amazing trip, perfect, but after your peace. This simple flip changes everything. But there's a problem. When you look at $20,000 in debt, your brain sees a lion, a deadly predator, and it does what it's always done. It freezes you. You avoid, procrastinate, pretend it doesn't exist. It's not weakness. It's biology. Your brain was made 200,000 years ago to protect you from real predators. It doesn't understand invisible debt, but there's a hack. If you break the lion into rabbits, your brain relaxes. You're not going to pay $20,000. That paralyzes you. You're going to pay $150 on the red card. Today, just that. Next week, another $100 on the blue card. Each small win releases dopamine, gives you that feeling, I'm winning. I'm making progress, and that gives you fuel for the next battle. It's like climbing stairs in the dark. You don't see the top. But each step lights up a little light, and that gives you courage for the next one. Now the most important part, you need a shield. Not an emergency fund, that's boring. A shield is what protects you when everything falls apart. When your boss yells, you don't shake. When your car breaks down, you don't panic. When someone disrespects you, you can leave. This shield isn't about money. It's about never again swallowing disrespect because you have no choice. It's about dignity. And you build it without effort, an automatic transfer. $100, $150, $50, whatever you can manage. Every first of the month, automatic, invisible, it leaves your account before you even see it. You don't decide, you don't spend energy thinking about it. Your brain adjusts, you live on what's left. And in 6 months you have $900, or $600, or $1,200, and for the first time you breathe differently. Because you know that if everything goes wrong tomorrow, you can handle a few days. You survive, and that changes absolutely everything. And at 3 a.m. when the anxiety hits, you see that image. You at 65 years old, alone, with nothing. You remember your mom stressed about bills, the arguments, the fear in her eyes, and you swore you'd be different. But you look at your life now and you see the same anxiety, the same stress, the same fear. You're repeating the story you swore you'd never repeat. And you're ashamed of it, deep shame you don't tell anyone. But that ends today because now you know. You saw the 2 games, you understand you're playing the wrong one. You understood that spending is about numbing pain. You learned the brain hack, how to turn lions into rabbits. You know how to build the shield, how to automate freedom. And you're not the same person anymore because you can't unsee this. It's like that hidden drawing in the picture. Once you see it, once you always see it, and now every time someone pressures you to spend, every time you feel the urge to buy something you don't need, you'll remember and you'll choose differently. Not perfectly, you'll mess up. You'll have bad days, but you know the way back now. What you do with this is up to you. You can close this and go back to the old game. Or you can choose freedom, dignity, peace. You can be the person who broke the cycle. The choice was always yours. See you in the next one.